I would ask the class to really internalize the comments of President Booker. They go right to the heart of it. Excellent words of advice. And what should we say? My. What about that? All right. We have to recognize some outstanding students in the various schools, and Mrs. Fulton, the registrar, is going to assist me with that.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Good morning. The Chancellor's Medallion recipient for the School of Education is Miss Angela Billingsley. Angela is a native of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. She graduated from Pine Bluff High School. Her GPA is 4.0. That's as good as it gets. Her major is early childhood education, P through 4. Ms. Billingsley plans to teach at a local elementary school and vows to serve as a dedicated educator and provide a nurturing and scholastic environment to her students. After completion of the Praxis 3 assessments and acquiring a few years of educational experience, she desires to obtain National Board certification. Additionally, Ms. Billingsley will pursue a master's degree in library science with a quest to innovate and expose our youth to scholarly activities emphasizing the importance of reading and exploration. Ms. Billingsley. For the School of Business and Management, Ms. Andrea Surratt. She is also a native of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. She graduated from Pine Bluff High School. Her GPA is 3.690. Her major is accounting. After graduation, Ms. Surratt will be relocating to Jacksonville, Florida. She plans to attend the University of North Florida in pursuit of a master's degree in accounting. While in graduate school, she plans to work as an auditor for the Sunshine State. Her ultimate goal is to become a certified public accountant. Representing the School of Arts and Sciences, Mr. Tracy House. Mr. House is a native of Little Rock, Arkansas. He graduated from McClellan High School. His GPA is 3.657. His major is industrial technology. Mr. House has already accepted a job offer with Monsanto Corporation. While working as an operations and facility manager, he plans to pursue a master's degree in operations management. Ultimately, he desires to become an outstanding executive and aid companies and organizations in the quest to end world hunger. For the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences, Ms. Brittany Henry. Brittany is a native of DeSoto, Texas. She graduated from DeSoto High School. Her GPA is 3.906. Her major, Human Sciences, Child Development, and Family Studies. Ms. Henry plans to obtain a master's degree in marriage and family therapy counseling and become a licensed therapist. She desires to become a partner in a reputable firm focused on marriage and family therapy. Brittany hopes to impact society by owning her own company to assist families and couples in resolving domestic issues and improving individual relationships. Representing University College, Ms. Katrina Terry. Katrina is a native of North Little Rock, Arkansas. She graduated from North Little Rock High School, GPA 3.697. Her major in general studies had an emphasis of professional studies and business administration. Ms. Terry plans to operate a nonprofit organization for inner-city youth. Her desire is to expose disadvantaged individuals to an array of mentoring, esteem building, and other educational activities that go beyond the traditional youth center environment. She plans to utilize her business and human development skills acquired here at UAPB in achieving that goal. Her ideology is that unique approaches in exposing positive life situations to the underserved will in fact impact our city, our state, and ultimately the nation. Join me again in congratulating our medallion recipients for Fall 2011.
Just a few additional recognitions that we would like to make. First of all, I want you to note the young people in the yellow coats. Those are our golden ambassadors, the official hosts and hostesses for the university. Will all of the members of the Blakely Honors College, Carolyn Blakely Honors College, please stand that are here. Will all the students graduating with honors please stand? All the athletes in this class that are graduating, athletes in this class graduating. One thing that I want to point out, President Bobbitt, that 2 years ago we won the SWAC championship and went to the NCAA and took the national champions to beat us. And all of those 15 players have graduated except 4. All right. Now we'll have the senior class president to have reflections. President Hatchett.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
To President Donald Bobbitt, Chancellor Davis, other administrators and dignitaries, faculty, staff, visiting friends and family, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2011. My name is Adrienne Hatchett, and I am proud to serve as your 2012 senior class president. Finally, the day has come. You are graduating. You have cried and laughed and mourned and celebrated and grown and learned from your many experiences here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I stand before you today, not only as your classmate, but as your friend, to genuinely say congratulations. Graduation must seem surreal, as it feels like just yesterday we were experiencing our first homecoming together, fascinated at how the alumni's pride in their alma mater dominated Pine Bluff for over an entire week. It felt like not too long ago we were freshmen with plenty of time on our hands to sit in the cab for hours and talk to our friends and never miss Fish Friday. We all can remember long days in class, longer evenings spent with our noses in the books, and our unforgettable nights out on the town in Pine Bluff. Although a lot has transpired over the years, you all began as freshmen, wrapping yourselves around the realization that you were now on your own, free to make mistakes, free to rebel, free to live, free to learn, and free to become the person that is celebrating this infamous day in your lives. However, today, one thing should be made clear. You are not lucky to be graduating. Please do not confuse today with coincidence. You have earned your right to graduate today. So I challenge you today. Take pride in the caps on your head as they represent the endurance that it took to be here today. Be proud of the gowns that hang on your bodies as they represent the struggles, the setbacks, the progress, the comebacks that it took to overcome the naysayers, and be proud graduates of UAPB. Wrap the stoles around your neck with dignity as you are now becoming one of the few, one of the distinguished to say, I made it. At times, it seems as if the years here would last forever. But now it has started to come to an end. And as we close, it is time to commence into the world to be productive citizens, making your own paths, leading your peers in the footsteps of your inevitable success. Although your journey has just begun, I know not what the Lord has in store for you. I can say with my whole heart that I am proud, honored, and obliged to the commitment and excellency of this graduating class. I will leave you with a quote by Benjamin Elijah Mays, a mentor to Dr. Martin Luther King. It must be born in the mind that the tragedy of life does not lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. It is not a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to dream. It is not a disaster to be unable to capture your ideal, but it is a disaster to have no ideal to capture. It is not ever a disgrace to not reach the stars, but it is a disgrace to not have stars to reach for. Not failure, but low aim is sin. We love you all, we thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2011. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hatchett, Mr. Booker, President Bobbitt. To all, you have heard wonderful words that will stay with you, we hope, for a long, long time and guide you on your road to further success. We will now confer degrees. I will ask this beautiful audience to work with us in one way. Allow us, please, to hear the full name of each graduate. With that said, we are going to start by conferring the master's degrees. Dr. FREDDA Carroll, Interim Dean, will present the candidates for the Master of Education degree from the School of Education.
Will the candidates for the Master of Education degree please stand? Chancellor Davis, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for the degrees for which they have been nominated. It is with the approval of the faculty that I recommend these candidates to you for conference of these degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Dr. Yolanda Page, Dean, will present the candidates for the Master of Science degree from the School of Arts and Sciences. Dean Page will be accompanied by Dr. Anthony Rice, Assistant Dean.
Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree from the School of Arts and Sciences please stand? Chancellor Davis, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for the Master of Science degree. It is with the approval of the faculty that I recommend these candidates to you for conference of these degrees. Will the candidates please be seated?
Dr. James Garner will present the candidates for the Master of Science degree from the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences.
Will the candidate for the Master of Science degree from the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Science please stand? Chancellor Davis, this candidate has fulfilled all requirements for the Master of Science degree. It is with approval of the faculty that I recommend this candidate to you for conference of the degree. Will the candidate please be seated?
Will all the candidates for master's degrees please rise? Chairman Johnson, I recommend each of these candidates to you for the degree for which they have been nominated.
Dr. Davis, by the authority of the Board of Trustees of the University of Arkansas Systems and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer on each of you the degree for which you have been given all the rights and privileges and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Thank you.
Will the master's degree candidates please approach the stage? Also the advisors.
Ariel Brown. Darnesia Carter. Lorraine Green. Jasmitria Edwards.
Congratulations.
Lashonda Martin.
Congratulations, Ms. Martin.
Graduates, please be seated.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Lacey R. Brewer.
This way. I got the degree. Congratulations. Okay.
Ms. Chappelle Mosley.
Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
Catrell Alexander.
Congratulations.
Graduate, please be seated.
Dr. Mary E. Benjamin, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, will present the undergraduate candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Dr. Benjamin.
Thank you, Chancellor Davis. The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff will be presented by the dean of each school. The candidates for undergraduate degrees earned from the School of Business and Management will be presented by Attorney CARLA Martin, dean.
Will the undergraduate degree candidates from the School of Business and Management please rise? Chancellor Davis, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for the degrees for which they have been nominated. It is with the approval of the faculty that I recommend these candidates to you for conference of these degrees. Candidates, you may be seated.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees earned in the School of Education will be presented by Dr. FREDDA CARROLL, Interim Dean.
Will the undergraduate degree candidates from the School of Education please rise? Chancellor Davis, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for the degrees for which they have been nominated. It is with the approval of the faculty that I recommend these candidates to you for conference of these degrees. Will the candidates please be seated?
The candidates for undergraduate degrees earned in the Division of University College will be presented by Dr. Jewell Walker, Dean.
Will the undergraduate degree candidates from the Division of University College please rise? Chancellor Davis, these candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees for which they have been nominated. It is with the approval of the faculty that I recommend these candidates to you for conference of these degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees earned from the School of Arts and Sciences will be presented by Dr. Yolanda Page, Dean. She will be assisted by Dr. Anthony Rice, Assistant Dean.
Will the undergraduate degree candidates from the School of Arts and Sciences please rise? Chancellor Davis, these candidates have fulfilled all requirements for the degrees for which they have been nominated. It is with the approval of the faculty that I recommend these candidates to you for conference of the degrees. Will the candidates please be seated?
I'm going to have to wave my hand a little here so that we can give due honor to each group. Candidates for degrees earned from the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences will be presented by Dr. James Garner, Dean.
Will the undergraduate degree candidates from the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences please rise? Chancellor Davis, these candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees from which they have been nominated. It is with the approval of the faculty that I recommend these candidates for your conference of degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Will all undergraduate candidates for baccalaureate degrees please rise? Chairman Johnson, I recommend each of these candidates to you for the degree for which they have been nominated.
By the authority of the Board of Trustees of the University of Arkansas System, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer on each of you the degree for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, and responsibility appertaining thereunto. You may now move the tassel from the right side to the left. Congratulations, and be seated, please.
Will the graduates from the School of Business and Management please come forward? Nelson. Shazia Mahmood, cum laude. Kristen Nelson. Tanisha Sargent, magna cum laude. Shakisha Shelton, cum laude. Andrea Surratt, magna cum laude. Angela Williams. Kristen Matz. Antonio Uzzi. Nadine Goins. Cordero Chambers Sr. Cornelius Wyatt. Colton Jones. Mr. Clay Johnson. Asia Phillips. Sean Collins, magna cum laude. Jonathan Allen. Andre Pruitt. Danny Fletcher. Sierra Jennings. Aaron Hunter. Kaderick Washington. Michael Standard. Tamara Ross. Samuel Banks II. Melanie Singleton. Vanilla Rayford. Chikuso Aptupa. Taikisha Cross. Graduates, you may be seated.
Would the graduates from the School of Education please come forward? Angela Harry Billingsley. Rebecca Maltz, cum laude. Amanda Herring. Crystal Sweeney. Lisa McDonald. Latoya Brown. Lashia Foots. Cum laude. Shalandria Barnes Enoch. Rashad Billingsley. George Davis III. Leon Jackson, cum laude. Latasha Mahomes. Don Scott II. Jeremy Tucker. Graduates, be seated.
Will the graduates from the Division of University College please come forward? Marie Daphne Cadet, cum laude. Benita Christian. Tandra Conyers. Brian Donaldson. Robin Hudson. Jacob Hurley. Takoya Mahan. You may be seated.
Will the graduates from the School of Arts and Sciences please come forward? Cynthia Hunter. Petra Tony. Portia Gonder. Dana Brown. Essie Cableton, cum laude. Joshua Johnson. Tyrell Taylor. Shatobika Rhymes, cum laude. Gary Reynolds. Roderick Magruder. Corey Alexander. Christina Robinson. LaShondra Nash. LaCrisha Goings. Leah Dansker. Janelle Coffin, cum laude. Justin Carvich. Melissa Wilkins. Brittany Moore. Yolanda Williams. Ronald York. Gina Chappelle, magna cum laude. Janae Gilbert. Ashley Lewis, cum laude. Jasmine Jacobs. LaQuisha Slate. Kimberly Cooney, cum laude. Ebony Banks, cum laude. April Hatfield. Andrea Harris. Jonathan Humphrey. Vanessa Smith. Jaleesa Hudson. Kimari West. Alan Smith. Norvell Dorson Jr. Cum laude. LaDarren Catherine.
I didn't write that though.
Okay.
I didn't write that.
Isaac Clark, magna cum laude. Cameron Richardson, cum laude. Candace Shelton. Syed Shaw. Jennifer Codwell, cum laude. Hero Abdullah. Larry Kirkland. Sharice Flowers. Avery Willer, magna cum laude. Lucinta Tony. Cornelius Simmons. Antoine Neal. Brandon Hubbard. Tracy House, magna cum laude. Trinice Esther. Barry McDonnelly Jr., cum laude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kai Meadows. Michelle Moore. Adina Okwemba, magna cum laude. Stephen Kipkuri. Trinice Jackson. Marcy Flowers. Honorine Betterwoodiku. Jasmine Abrams. Andrea Manlove. Jerron Liddell. Kristen Brown. William Jarman. Alan McDonald Jr. Will the graduates please be seated?
Will the graduates from the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences please come forward? Brittany Henry, summa cum laude. Sean Advent. Lawrence Carter. Travis Carter. Cynthia Davis, magna cum laude. Deborah Hayes. Derek Johnson. Chantel Barnes. Dominique Briggs. Deodra Brown. Alicia Guest. Sharae Patrick. Shante Wheels. Zena Convict, magna cum laude. Marquisha Eason. Ladora Williams. Sadia Moore. Sammy Alverson, Jr. Marcellus Goodwin. Brianne Lepool. Jeffrey Turner. Courtney Jamoon. Jarman. Jern Kearney. Jawan Peoples. Amber Bussey. Lorraine Davis. Lauren Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon to distinguished guests, Chancellor Davis, UAPB faculty, staff, graduating class of fall 2011. Today I have the honor and distinct pleasure of commissioning a new leader into the United States Army. Now, normally I stay on script because I've been trained to do that. But today I have to be a little bit different. So please forgive me, Chancellor. But y'all need to understand something. I would truly ask for your attention during this time because of what this young lady has sacrificed and what she is about to receive. Real quick, Captain T.J. Naylor is a business managing marketing major. He likes to run numbers. He likes to check analysis. He ran some numbers that basically said, in this environment, if you take a freshman class of 77 and you follow that cohort through ROTC and this university, 6 will graduate with their commission because life happens. Sometimes it's just a matter of coursework is too heavy to be a member of the ROTC program. Cadet Jacobs was a biology major. Sometimes, combined with the work, if you are an athlete, it's just too much. Cadet Jacobs was on the volleyball team. Sometimes being disciplined enough to get up in the morning at 6 o'clock and to run or to study in addition to your major is just too much. Cadet Jacobs completed all of those tasks. Cadet Jacobs, will you please move forward for the commissioning ceremony? Now, since 1967, the mission of the ROTC program at UAPB has been to produce leaders and commission officers into the United States Army. In doing so, it has established a foundation-building platform for success, a platform that can be used to propel graduates of this esteemed university to heights they may have seemed unimaginable. Today, graduates of the UAPB Golden Lions ROTC Battalion are doctors. They're lawyers, judges, ministers, corporate executives, professors, deans, colonels, general officers, and the list goes on. Today, Cadet Jacobs joins this elite group of leaders as she accepts her commission to the rank of second lieutenant in the United States Army. In just a couple of moments, Jacobs will be charged to uphold the Constitution of the United States, to maintain freedom and democracy for all Americans. When you consider the global challenges faced by our nation today, the valor and courage displayed by Cadet Jacobs to voluntarily take this oath is self-evident. So, by the power vested in me, by the President of the United States, Chancellor Davis, sir, I request your approval to commission Cadet Jacobs to the rank of second lieutenant. Cadet Jacobs, raise your right hand. I, state your full name, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations. Lieutenant Jacobs, up now, please. Lieutenant Jacobs is from DeSoto, Texas. She is being accompanied by her mother and father, Mr. Jeffrey and Mr. Sean Jacobs. Lieutenant Jacobs' first duty assignment will be at Fort Lee, Virginia, where she will attend the Army Quartermaster Basics course. We will now move into the Silver Dollar Salute, and I'll quickly give you a history on the Silver Dollar Salute. The Silver Dollar Salute is a long-standing Army tradition that newly commissioned second lieutenants present a silver dollar to the first enlisted soldier who salutes them. The coin symbolically acknowledges the receipt of respect due the new rank and duty position. Rendering the Silver Dollar Salute is Master Sergeant Philip Smith, Golden Line Battalion Senior Military Instructor. Congratulations to the newest second lieutenant in the United States Army. Chancellor Davis, at this time, would you please present the certificate to Cadet Jacobs, Lieutenant Jacobs. Lieutenant Baker, you may take your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the commissioning ceremony. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I want all of the alumni just to hold up your hand. Oh, you know, they get you. Hey, okay. At this time, Mr. Napoleon CARLA, who is second vice president of the National Alumni Association, who resides in St. Louis, will induct you officially into the National Alumni Association. Mr. CARLA.
Thank you, Chancellor Davis, to President Bobbitt, and members of the Board of Trustees, Board of Visitors, university faculty, staff, parents, and all others here assembled for this illustrious occasion. It is my distinct honor and unique privilege to answer the call of President Booker to do the induction for your class today. On behalf of the National Alumni Association of this university, I greet you, the class of 2011, and welcome you to the organization for which you are now eligible. My task today is to induct you into the first year of what we hope will be a lifetime of membership. With the entire class of 2011, please stand. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear in the presence of this assembly that I will continue my affiliation with this university through the National Alumni Association and my local chapter. And I will do to the best of my ability uphold the standards of my alma mater. I will support its endeavors and always represent it well. May be seated. And to my niece, who is in this class, Kamari West, I am expecting you to take the lead wherever your degree takes you on being the best alumni member that you can be. And now I join others in congratulating all of you for reaching a milestone in your life. And this is truly a day of commencement as you begin the next phase of your life. We want you to carry with you the Alumni Association membership card, compliments of your National Alumni Association, which includes the address and phone numbers and email addresses of all of the local chapter presidents nationwide, so that wherever you find yourself, you will be able to be an active participant in the Alumni Association. So please join us in our efforts to continue to respond to all the service of this beloved institution. Thank you very much.
You've been a wonderful audience, and it is now my pleasure to do some acknowledgments. I'm going to ask you to just bear with me because I tend to say thank you to everybody. So I'm going to get through it as quickly as possible, but we do believe in saying thank you. I would like to say thank you first to Chairman Johnson for coming down and being with us, to President Bobbitt, whom you have met, to our speaker, who told you about the two hands, and I hope you remember well what you're holding in that second hand. To the family of the speaker, you have already acknowledged them, but from here we'd like to thank you so much for joining us for this occasion. You have a great family member. We are so proud that he is a graduate of our university. We also have with us Ms. Esther Davis, and all members of the Chancellor's family, would you please stand and be recognized? Members of the Chancellor's family. In addition to our Board of Trustees, we also have a Board of Visitors. She's been very touched this morning to see so many students from Pine Bluff High, where she worked for many years, graduating. Ms. Maddie Collins, member of our Board of Visitors. You have met many people on the stage, and I will not reintroduce them because you've already met them, but there are two people that you did not meet. Dr. George Hertz, interim dean for graduate programs and continuing education, please stand. Mr. Edward Fontenette, director of the library, please stand and be acknowledged. Thank you. We also have the coordinator for student life at the university, Mr. Elder Bennett. Would you please be acknowledged? Thank you so much. Ms. Erica Fulton and Dr. Charles Coleman are also here. They are the chair and co-chair for the Commencement Committee. Let's give them a round of applause for their work. Now, they couldn't do it all by themselves. They had members of the Commencement Committee. Would the members of the Commencement Committee please stand and be acknowledged? Your work is noted. It's been a beautiful occasion, and we thank you for all that you have done. Would all members of the Development Council please stand? Members of the Development Council, anybody interested in becoming a member? We have vacancies. They raise money for this university, and we can always use some additional funding. We would like to acknowledge all alumni of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. All alumni. All. In the audience, everywhere. All over the place. You are a wonderful group of great leaders. Retired faculty and staff. They gave much of their time, and we're glad that they are here with us this morning. Thank you so much for being here. Out-of-town guests. The program would not be beautiful without guests. All out-of-town and out-of-state guests, please stand. Out-of-town, out-of-state. Thank you so much for joining us here at the flagship of the Delta. And when you leave here, go make a good word for us from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Dr. Davis introduced the Golden Ambassadors. We would like to thank the Golden Ambassadors, Service Award Ambassadors, and all ushers for helping us, the Color Guard for presenting the colors, the Vesper Choir, the internationally renowned Vesper Choir, for wonderful music under Dr. Bates and Dr. Gordon. Thank you so much for your fine work. I would like to also thank our Chancellor. He does so much for us. Let's give the Chancellor a round of applause. Now we have a very dedicated faculty. I always like to say to the faculty, give the students a cerebral experience. Students, I think they did that. I want you to stand on your feet, face the faculty, and salute the faculty for bringing you to where you are in that process. Faculty, you are appreciated. Now, I need your attention for a moment. There will be, if you'll just listen with me, we have a wonderful food service on our campus, Constant Hospitality. In honor of the graduates, a reception has been planned. We need about 10 minutes to set up after the recessional. So if you'll just work with us in that regard, we'd be most appreciative. Thank you so much for making December
We're going to ask you all to stand for the singing of the alma mater. Remain standing for the benediction. And graduates, we're asked to remain in the arena when we leave.
Treat the colors.
Order. On. Hold. Right, face, forward, off, left, 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 right, left, 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 right.
Could you bow your head for the benediction, please? Father, we thank you for the blessing of this commencement and the conferment of these higher degrees. We also thank you for the illustrious message presented by the speaker of this ceremony today. We pray a special covering over each graduate. May they walk with pride today, hope tomorrow, and faith in God always. Amen.